Jane.
Hi.
CSG, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us.
How's the show been so far?
Really busy. I must admit, we've had 2 days where we've just had an incredible amount of people, not just pre-booked appointments. We've had the largest number of pre-booked appointments of any show at IMEX so far. So that's great, tick. But also just that serendipity of these shows, that people coming off the aisles, looking at our stand saying, tell us more about you. I mean, we had the most incredible amount of scanned visitors yesterday. We were like blown away by the response we've had. So we're feeling very good. And now our job is to deliver the ROI, of course.
Absolutely. That's where the work comes in.
It's all about the follow-up, right?
How long you been with CSG for?
I was with CHG for 4 years, from 28 until the end of 21. I left for 4 years, and now I'm back as of March of 25.
Okay.
So a little over a year. Yes, yes.
All right, and I believe you've got some significant news to tell us as well, to share an opening or a new venue.
We're very excited.
Absolutely.
Tell us more.
This is hot off the press as well. Yes. So we're really excited. We are launching our first Convene in the west of London. So as you know, we have a lot of properties that are very much city-based within the Convene portfolio. So Convene Rathbone, which is the official name, is a 5,000 square metre venue right opposite the Tottenham Court Road, Elizabeth Line station. So that will put a brand new footprint for Convene in a completely different part of London, and for us open up the possibility of hosting, different types of buyer types, of use cases, being in a slightly different location to the city. So we're super excited with the potential of Rathbone, and it's going to look very glamorous. We are sharing some early renders, and we will continue to drip feed that as the designs continue to be executed. But you've got this sort of ground floor arrival experience, which is going to be great for us because it allows us, to have that sort of true brand visibility, people walking past on the street, but also it enables us to have cars be activated and come into the space. So that's like a new...
That'd be a first time for you.
That's right. So that's going to make it quite interesting to see if we can do more in the automotive sector and just brand experiences
and
in
retail
general.
Being on that side of town. Right. Yeah, retail, fashion, the arts. Yeah.
That sounds amazing. So does it conform in terms of style compared to the other venues, or it's going to be quite a little bit different? Obviously, offering the space to bring in a car is obviously a little bit different.
Yeah, it will be, let's say, a Convene with a nod to the type of business that we see will take place in that venue, which might become more production heavy. So we're really thinking about the technology experience, how you might be able to brand and activate the space, even more so than our current portfolio. And that's something that we're seeing as a trend in the business generally, is this kind of, our CEO talks about it, a flight to experience, that we're seeing more budget spent on production, technology, branding. People want to really customize their event spaces even more so than before. So I think it's really important as we continue to evolve as a brand, we're designing spaces, that have all of the features that people have known to love about Convene, but also keep moving with the trends and what our customers want us to deliver for them as well. So
how many does that knock in the portfolio in London now?
So that will be our 6th Convene.
It's convenient. You still have the etc. venues.
We do indeed. Six of those in London, 1 in Manchester. Our story will not stop, but for now, certainly in the UK, this is the newest edition.
Fantastic. So you're keeping the Convene and the etc. venues brands separate? I
Correct. Yes, absolutely that. Yes.
So when is Ryan going to slow down?
Hopefully he doesn't. It's a lot of fun.
We encourage the expansion.
The growth is quite exciting.
That's right, especially in North America, and Jim's seen that with the Mallory and the Aperture.
3 new venues in New York this year.
Yeah, that's right.
With the acquisition of the Neuhaus brand earlier this year. Right. We just opened 555 Broadway, our first Soho location in New York City. That opened last month. And then we'll open the Mallory, which is the first of its kind. It's similar to what we were discussing with Rathbone. It's this flight to experience. It's a special event venue, a bit different from the Convene model. It's more of a raw space, but with services and built-in infrastructure to make plug-in for production quite easy. That that venue is called the Mallory, and that will open this fall. And then on its heels in January of 27, we'll open a second standalone events venue in New York as well. And that one's the Aperture.
Wow, yeah, that's quite an aggressive expansion by the looks of things. Because and I spoke to Ryan a couple of times. Obviously, as you know, it tells me all sorts of things. So the PR says, you can't say that. Because actually, I think he told me about Mallory at M.I.C.E America last year. So, are there any ideas at the moment? I don't know if you can say, to go beyond the US and the UK at the moment, or where are the? Do you have any what his plans?
We have a list of our preferences, don't we, Jim?
Yes. And it's growing. I mean, one of the great conversations we have this week is where should we be? And so we're talking to clients and partners and getting their feedback and interest. And then we go back and we share that with our growth team and the real estate team. And then it's a data-informed process. They'll do some research, but that's often how we're finding our new venues, is hearing it directly from our clients and partners.
Tell me, what it is about Convene that is such an appealing venue to your clients? What do they like about it compared to anything else?
Yeah, I think it comes down to the ability to just focus on connecting. We handle the hard bits with the planning, and our audiovisual and production work is in-house, and we have an amazing culinary team that's in-house as well. And so our clients we enable them to focus on the objectives of their event, whether that is education or training or investor meetings or public-facing events. They just can really focus on the content and their deliverables, and they leave the rest to us.
Yeah. And for somebody like yourself, you obviously come from a large-scale venue, going to something like Convene, obviously, and more of them, if you like. How has that transition been for you in terms of going from Excel to Convene?
I kind of feel very fortunate because I've seen probably a lot of different types of events that exist in our wonderful industry. And so I've got a good handle on, the highly complex productions through to the, high touch boardroom, C-suite, and everything in between. And I think, when we're talking to our clients, it's important we know their portfolio mix takes them into all of those different spectrums. So I think just having the ability to understand, their pain points, what they need support with, the frustrations of some of the venues of old that haven't really moved with the times and created these beautiful spaces that I think Convene's really plugged a gap. To deliver something that is that puts as much into the design and how you feel when you come into a space as much as it does the functionality of it logistically. I feel privileged. I've peeked through the curtains of many different brands in my 25 plus years in this industry, and so it's just helped me, especially as we continue to grow. With Rathbone, we'll be looking at more complex builds, so it's again just helping the team understand the differences and be able to sell to those different types of clients as well. They expect a more knowledgeable, high production sell, if you like.
Absolutely. So go back to the Rathbone then, in terms of the capacity-wise, 5,000 square meters. What would that take in terms of numbers?
Yeah, so we'll have a plenary hall in there. Yes, we've got all the stats on the back there. So 741 in a main sort of keynote hall, surrounded with a big gallery space, much like some of our customers will see in Sancroft, if you're familiar with the Sancroft venue in St. Paul's, where we know that's really important when we have B2B summits that have sponsors and partners and they need that activation space. And then what we absolutely definitely need, and we'll deliver with Rathbone, is multiple breakout spaces, because content is king, as we know with events. That keynote, that moment is special, but actually when the delegates break, it's those kind of opportunities to network, to build around content, and to have the opportunity to do that in different ways. This venue has been designed to make sure that we speak to that need in the market as well.
Lots of area for connection.
Yeah, that's it. Because you have your team is pretty much made of people who actually look for a specific type of venue and a specific type of style, and the architect, how they design that particular interior as well.
Yes.
So that's an integral part in terms of keeping that Convene brand, or you've got a certain market to look after.
It is. It helps our clients who use us across cities or across countries. They know what to expect. So we have a typology. Each venue is unique to the place, and it incorporates in the design narrative, will incorporate parts of the local culture, the history of the place, the history of the building, but the typology and the naming convention for the different spaces helps our clients plan from city to city. So it's an excellent choice for series events, roadshow events, or annuals that move from east, west, or across countries. It provides a great deal of predictability for our clients. So they know a hall at Rathbone will have a similar configuration to a hall at Sandcroft or a hall at 30 Hudson Yards in New York City.
Yeah.
And a forum can accommodate a certain amount of people, and a hub is a great space for a breakout. So it helps our clients who increasingly use us in multiple cities, it helps them plan.
So what was the thinking then behind using a typical venue with just typical meeting space to going to something like the Mallory?
So we saw a need in the marketplace where, and Convenes can do this quite well, but we can sometimes have some limitations, or the client can see limitations because the spaces are so intentionally built for meetings that they may not immediately think of us for, let's say, a salon dinner or a gala event. So we have these great clients who use us for all of their daytime, but they have these other amazing, special, immersive, and experiential events that we know we could handle well on their behalf. And they'd like to put the spend with us because we're important partners with them for their business. And so with this new opportunity in these standalone event venues, we can do evening, we can do activations, we can do product launches. We'll do some weddings and bar and bat mitzvahs. We've got a specially trained social sales team coming into the fold for those venues as well. So not at Convenes and not at ETCs, but for these special event venues.
That's it. And is there a specific type of clientele you're trying to bring into your Convene venues? I mean, is corporate your main target market?
For Convene, yes.
Yeah.
Well, corporate and a bit of association and nonprofit, but largely corporate globally, yes.
And what can we expect next?
Ooh. More growth, more cities.
Yeah, more cities. Yeah, we'll continue to share with you. We've got an amazing new SVP of Global Brand who's joined, and she will start to really see more from Jackie and the team around our brand architecture, the story of Convene, and how we want to present ourselves globally. We're at the start of that journey, aren't we? And we're super excited with what we're seeing behind the scenes that I can't wait to share it with the industry. And just to really be able to tell our story really succinctly so people really understand what we're about.
Yeah, I met her at the Christmas party.
That's right. Yes, that's right.
She just joined, I think.
That's it.
And she
Yeah,
just flew in. Yeah, that's right. Wow,
Like the week before.
Yes, right. Yeah, right on
yeah.
there. That's exciting times.
It is.
Yeah, so I look forward to sort of, I think something comes up every week, really. What's going? It feels like it, in terms of the news that's coming out of Convene. But I mean, it definitely is. I mean, there's always something going on, and I'm sure by the time we get to Las Vegas, there'll be a couple of new things in the pipeline. But
Well, we wanted to share it with you first. We're announcing more publicly a little bit later today, but you're the first to hear it.
oh, well, thank you. We appreciate your partnership and working with us, and we've for the last few years. So long may that continue. But anything else on top of that? Anything else you think is worthwhile sharing? Let us know. I'll be glad to. But appreciate you taking the time to come in, and thank you for sharing that. That's good to know. Can I keep that?
Absolutely.
It's all yours.
Thank you very much. Great.